Good evening. My name is Kennedy. My Blackfoot name is Wolfleg-Smith. I'm the granddaughter of Mark Wolfleg Sr., late Mary Margaret, Little Chief Wolfleg, Joe and Annie Running Rabbit. So I come here today. First thing I want to say is I commend all of you urban people for living here. It's very tough to live in the city. I have a family that lives here, and I know that it is easy. I've lived in the city, I've lived in Strathmore. We all pay bills, and it's really tough, and I really commend all of you. I want to, first of all, commend you on everything that you do before I talk about things that you need. I want to commend you on making it work here. I know that a lot of you have left the nation to come here in order to make a better life for you and your family. So I commend you for that. I know that transportation is an issue, to go to the reserve to take advantage of the services that we have there. One thing I'm going to advocate, the main thing I want to advocate for is the area I work in. I've worked in justice now for almost 3 years, and I've made a lot of changes for people, I guess, help them. I didn't do it for them, they did it for themselves, but I've encouraged them. They've come to me, I've given them to our elders. We've got an elder in the room here today, and I want to commend him for being here today. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. We've had a lot of our people go down the wrong path. They come to us, we put them with our elders, with our mediators, they deal with their situations, and they go and they have to do things to rehabilitate themselves in order for them to make themselves better as a person. I've seen people come in, walk out, they don't do anything. I invite them back, I encourage them. I'm a motivator, I'm a people person. The first thing I always ask people is, how are you doing? I don't sit there and start complaining about the weather or whatever it might be. I want to ask how you're doing. Before they can get into anything, I always ask them, how was your day today? How are you doing? I don't want to hear about, oh man, I was late and the weather was terrible. I want to first of all ask how your day was and how you're doing, before they get into how hard it is for them to get into my office. It's tough, it's not an easy life. As a leader, I know that there's a lot of qualities that people need to be that leader. I've been doing this leadership role with, I guess you could say, our youth. I've been managing hockey teams for 20 years. That's not just children, but that's groups of parents on the team. And it's really hard to tell a whole bunch of parents what to do, because nobody listens all the time, and it's really tough. If anybody here knows me, I've probably managed your relatives, I've motivated the kids, I'm on the bench with them, I'm there for our people, I don't get paid for it. My family is actually in the leadership, they've had leadership roles in the past. I've got uncles, I've got a dad, I've got people that have been there. And I've lived the life with them. I've lived there, I've seen it. I'm not going to come up here and say I know everything and I'm going to advocate for things that I'm not too sure about. I want to find out more. I want you to tell me directly, or even talk to me in person. I'm a very approachable person. I'm not going to sit there and look at you and look away. If I do, maybe I don't have my contacts in, I don't know. I do have bad eyes. I don't know why we all have bad eyes as Native people, but we do. My eyes are really bad. So my glasses are always scratched because I can't afford the Chanels, But I really want to commend everybody for making it here today, all my fellow candidates that are here, sitting here with me today. I think that to get up here to talk to the people is a real big benefit for themselves at their platforms. I kind of found the word platform a little funny, because I thought about shoes, platform shoes, and I thought, okay, I was telling my dad, what is my platform? And he goes, we're not talking about shoes. I just want to let you know that. And I thought, oh my gosh. Yeah, no, but I do have my platform. It was kind of hard for me to think about what I was going to talk about, because there's so many things, but then one of the things I'm an expert in at the moment is justice. So that's what I'm advocating for, because it does help our people. I've turned people's lives around, helped them turn their lives around, and I really, really, really appreciate them when they come back to my office and they say, I've been sober for 6 months. I'm back with my wife or my husband, I got my kids. Anything like that. Even a 2-day anger management course makes me happy, and I'll go into court and I'll tell the prosecutor, that's not this person's somebody else. Because it's not their fault what's going on. It might be intergenerational. So for me, I advocate for justice, and I want to help our people heal that way, rehabilitation. Another thing is 18 in life, and there's other things. 18 in life is My boys turned 18 and they didn't know what to do other than they could go into the bar and go to the casino. I want to maybe give them a half of or something, but that's the last thing I'll say. And thank you very much, Tracy.